All right, so here's 4 signs if you have a dead church, and these are the biggest giveaways ever, okay? So if you go to church, you got to listen up. Number 1, if your church is extremely boring, okay? God is not boring, okay? There's nothing boring about life, God, and even any message in the Bible. There's nothing boring about it or the fruits of the Spirit. So if you have a church that's boring when the pastor preaches, boring when you're listening to worship in that synagogue or whatever, boring in general, leave that church immediately. Number 2, if your church is overly entertaining, okay? I'm talking they're treating the church like a Mike Todd WWE main event, all right? Or a football event, or a basketball, whatever, circus, stadium, okay? The Bible is not for entertainment. It's about winning a soul, and it's about your soul getting a relationship with your Creator. So if your church is overly entertaining and you're not getting the actual message, that is another sign that your church is dead, or worrying about pleasing the crowd instead of pleasing the Most High. Number 3, tithes, okay? Now, this is going to trigger a lot of people, okay? But just listen up, okay? Now, if your pastor is trying to push more money out of you in your tithes, okay, his heart is more lean towards serving the money and not serving the Most High. Okay, so if you know that you have a phone bill, electric bill, gas bill, rent bill, and you know you need that money to put a roof over your head, and your pastor is telling you to give it to him, and now you're struggling with your finances because of that, that is a sign that your pastor is part of a dead church or hosting a dead church, okay? And you don't want that, all right? It's very crucial. You got to pay attention to how the pastor treats the tithes. And last but not least, okay, idolizing, okay? So if you see a lot of church members idolizing the pastor and the preacher more than the actual message and the word and the Most High himself, that is another sign that your church is either in a cult, or your church is under a spirit of a cult, or your church only worships the pastor and the church and the community, and not the message of the Most High or the Most High himself, okay? They've treated it more as a business and more as a group, okay? Business group, more than a relationship with the Most High for all people of the body of Mashiach, or the body of Christ, okay? So these are the 4 signs that you want to look out for. These are the biggest signs, okay? But these are the 4 biggest signs that you want to look at when you're ever trying to go to a church. I love y'all. Shalom.